We are very delighted to welcome our special guest and keynote speaker, a world-renowned scholar and leading researcher in ubiquitous computing, Internet of Things, and smart city systems at the University of Tokyo. His work bridges technology, data, and society. He drives innovations in digital transformation, data spaces, and urban intelligence. He also serves as chair of the Data Society Alliance, and he is a member of Japan's Digital Agency Council. He also contributes to both national and international digital policy and research. Please welcome Professor Noboru Koshizuka.
Thank you very much for the very kind introduction. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, great participant and distinguished guests. So my name is Noboru Koshizuka. I'm come from the Japan, University of Tokyo. And now, so today, I would like to talk about, this is the title of my talk. So today I would like to talk about AI, artificial intelligence, and data space, and also smart city. And but the title is Urbanetics. I would like to talk about this kind of issues, for example, the AI, data, smart city. It's very long. So I would like to say, so in one concept or in one word. So I create a new word, Urbanetics. Urbanetics means urban plus netics. so this is a new word created by me. And so my name is Noboru Koshizuka. I'm working in the University of Tokyo as a professor of the computer science. And I have several positions in industry and also the government. And these are my projects. Most of them are related to data spaces. For example, the Data Society Alliance. This is an organization of the data spaces in Japan. So DataEX is the name of the project of data spaces. And also I am an IDSA ambassador and IDSA Japan Hub coordinator, and collaborating with the IDSA. And also in case of Asia, Asian context, Asia Open Data Partnership, this is also very important international organization for the data spaces in Asia. And the Smart City Consortium and the weather data space, data space for weather. And the Green Data Consortium for the carbon neutral or green society. And IOFDS, International Open Forum on Data Society, and the mobility data space, blah, blah, blah. So many projects now I am conducting. And another my important work is developing smart city reference architecture in Japan. I think this was about 5 years ago, and this is a very basic standard of the Japanese smart city. So the government-funded smart city must follow this standard. So this is very important reference architecture, and I'm in charge of this one. And yesterday, our research institute in University of Tokyo and the GATE Institute have a MOU for the collaboration for the future activity. So firstly, I would like to talk about our university of Tokyo. So I'm from University of Tokyo, and the University of Tokyo is the biggest and the oldest university in Japan. History is about 150 years ago. Very old one, the first university in Tokyo. And yeah, very big university. The number of students, and undergraduate and graduate students is more than about 30,000. And the number of professors is 10,000. And so many, much budget and very area of the University of Tokyo are very large. The 0.1% of Japan land is University of Tokyo. And 13 Nobel Prizes, and the Prime Minister, the 16th Prime Minister was the graduate of the University of Tokyo. And so our main field is digital technology, ICT. So firstly, I'd like to talk about the history of the computer science technology in University of Tokyo. So we, University of Tokyo, contributing to the computer science for a long time. For example, this is the first digital computer in Japan, created by Japanese people, so 1957. At that time, Japan is a very poor country after the World War II. So I think the United States developed first computer about 10 years before, and 1957. So in Japan, so this is the first computer, and this computer was developed by Mr. Bunji Okazaki. He graduated our University of Tokyo. And the next very important contribution is, this parametron element. This is developed at 1954, developed by the Professor H. Goto. But at that time, the Professor H. Goto age is 23, graduate student. He developed this one. And in Japan, at that time, this is expected as the next computational element of the vacuum tube. The vacuum tube was very, very expensive at that time. So for Japanese people, we need a more cheap element is necessary. So Goto Sensei, Professor Goto, has developed this. He was when he was 23. And University of Tokyo has developed this is the first computer of the University of Tokyo, 1958. At that time, the age of the Professor Goto is 27. he was a graduate student of the doctor course. This is the first computer, very, very important one. And today my talk is about artificial intelligence and the data spaces and the smart cities. So related to these issues, very, very important contribution. For example, the Professor Shunichi Amari, he's a pioneer of the neural network. Very, very early ages, so for the 1960s. He invented the neural network at that time in University of Tokyo. And also, another important person is Professor Ken Sakamura. He's a boss of he was a boss, my boss. And he proposed the ubiquitous computing or Internet of Things for the first time in the world. So this picture is his idea of the ubiquitous computing and IoT. But this figure is illustrated in 1987, about 40 years ago. So very, very old one. But this is a very modern one. And this picture, almost the same as the Industry 4.0. But this was proposed at 1984 at the time. And this is the first implementation of the ubiquitous computing, a Tron Smart House. This was developed in 1989, so about 35 years ago. And so we have many results of the Tron project, a microprocessor, a personal computer, and communication network, and embedded computer, and the computer for the aerospaces. And I'm from the new graduate school in University of Tokyo, Interfaculty Initiative in Information Studies, III. The history of the III is 25 years, a very, very new organization. And our principle is an interdisciplinary one based on the informatics. And very new one. The number of professors is about 100. And also the number of the graduate students, only graduate school, the number of the graduate students in 1 year, 100 in master course. So now in our graduate school, about 300 or 400 students are belonging to our graduate school. And the research topics in our research institute of our graduate school is the Urbanetics. The content is the ubiquitous computing, Internet of Things, data spaces, artificial intelligence, and smart blah, 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 smart cities, smart rural area, and building, house, mobility, and agriculture, so smart blah, blah, blah. So we call it the smart X. And human-computer interaction, and so digital. And we have much international collaboration with, for example, the IDSA, Data Space Discovery Day, we have already held 3 times. And collaboration with the GATE Institute, so we are invited as a keynote speaker, the sensei, Professor Ilieva, to like this. And our collaboration extending all over the world. For example, these are the collaborators in Europe of our research group, and also this is a collaboration in Asia, Taiwan and Malaysia. So these are countries our collaboration, and also the domestic one. These are companies, the collaboration with our institute, and also these are the government institute in Japan. These are the ecosystem of our research institute. And my main topic today is I would like to propose the concept of Urbanetics. I think this is the first time to say to talk about this concept. And my definition of Urbanetics is a very, very universal principle of intelligence in both living environment and cities. And so because why I created this concept, because I would like to cover the following this kind of research topics: AI, data spaces, IoT, trust, human-computer interaction, smart building, smart city, data-driven. So this kind of research area is common to the GATE Institute and our institute. So these items are, number of items are so large, so I would like to have a umbrella concept of these research issues. And this Urbanetics concept, we have several backgrounds. First one is the cybernetics. So I have inspiration from the cybernetics, because cybernetics, the definition is a discipline that studies the universal principle of control, communication, and feedback. I think this is a little bit old now, I think. But in this case, this universal principle for both living organisms and machines, and covering the research area of the system theory, control theory, artificial intelligence, cognitive science, robotics, biology, organizational, cybernetics, complexity science. But today, we would like to cover more and more things like IoT, smart building, smart city, data-driven planning, autonomous driving, ITS, and so on. So we define the Urbanetics as a discipline that studies the universal principle of the intelligence in both living environment and cities. In this case, not the environment, but the living organism or machine. But we are now focusing on the living environment and cities, so environment, so much large target is necessary, I think. And second background is a SF movie from the Space Odyssey, very, very famous one. So the main issue, main theme of this movie is the reborn of humankind or human evolution. In this movie, the mankind have two evolution: first awakening and second awakening. The most important symbol is a monolith. So monolith is a very, very symbolic one. And in the first awakening, the monkey to mankind. So in this awakening, this monolith appeared on the earth. And second awakening, in this case, mankind progressing too much, and in these days, mankind is human only in the Earth, only in this planet. But recently, we are going to the moon, we are going to spaces. So now the mankind is not only the Earth, but also the spaces. So this is the second awakening. So our technology to the space or modern technology, high technology, mankind, so we must awaken. So after the awakening, star child. This is the theme of this movies. So now is the age of the AI. So how to consider this AI is also very important. So human of today, and we have AI and maybe the singularity. After that, so we must change the value or several kinds of things, so we must change. So we call new humankind, for example, the AI child. In the case of the movie, it's a space child. So for example, how about the AI child? So we after AI the era, we must become. What is the AI child? Is main issue of our research. And also, this is that is about the human. So how about the environment? I think we have a city of today like this, and we have AI and data, and have, for example, singularity. So how to be the new city or new environment? So we are thinking that these are all Urbanetics. So I have learned much from these movies. And third background is Le Corbusier, very old architect. He says that Le Corbusier said that a house is a machine for living in. about 100 years ago. And he designed very much many cities and buildings like this. Very, very modern and very mechanical. But this is 100 years ago. 100 years ago. I have a very much inspiration from this kind of work. And I think that Urbanetics is a city, is a machine for living in, for example. So this is one of the concepts of our Urbanetics. So I think the origin of the Urbanetics is the Professor Sakamura, my boss, proposed in 1984 in the Tron project. So these are the concept of the ubiquitous computing and the IoT. So living environment becomes more and more smart. So this is a smart house about 35 years ago. And these are the very, very intelligent smart environment. But the concept is invisible computers, invisible computer. This house have a very, very equipped with more than 1,000 computers and sensors. But computer and sensors are almost invisible. So the final background is Japan's very philosophical tradition. So in the Christian world, or I think that also in the same the Islamic world, God is only one. God is only one. But in case of Japan, God, so many gods, everything have a God. For example, this table have a God, the God of table, God of mic, God of pointer, so God of clothes. So these are the concept of Japanese traditional one. So the very animistic tradition, the nature as intelligent, and Shinto, Yao Yorozu no Kami. Yaorozu no Kami means, Yao Yorozu means 800 of gods we have. So these are the concepts. This is very similar to the IoT and ubiquitous computing. So in this case, God and the computer almost the same. The smart things is the object with God or object with life. So this concept is very Japanese-oriented concept. So this matches of the smart city and the IoT, ubiquitous computing, such kind of concept. So this is also very important background concept. And seriously speaking, so what is the academic framework of the Urbanetics? We consider that the core of the Urbanetics is the computer science and the data science. The computer science, for example, the data space network, architecture and operating system, or computer-human interaction. And also data science, artificial intelligence, simulation, big data processing, and geospatial science. This kind of technology is the core of the Urbanetics. And we would like to apply this kind of technology or knowledge to the pharmacies, welfare, assistive technology, disaster alleviation, smart city education, so blah, 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 so many applications. So this is the total academic framework of the Urbanetics. So next, I would like to show the example of our Urbanetics research examples. So we have 5 types of researches, so data spaces, and data-driven intelligence, data space plus artificial intelligence, and smart city of city planning, and smart city research for data-driven digital services. And the final one is the slow digital. So data spaces, so everyone knows this kind of concept, and so most important vision is the data sovereignty and the trust and the reliability, governance rule, or federated architecture, and the equality, openness, interoperability is also a very important issue for the data spaces. And this kind of, we do not need this kind of the huge database, but also using API, we can realize the federated data platform using the data space concept. And so in these 20 years, I think it's the era of the internet. I think internet is a very important infrastructure. And upon the internet, we need a new digital infrastructure, because the internet is also very important even now, but it's a network layer. The abstraction level is very low, so we need a new infrastructure upon the internet in the data layer. So I think it's a trusted global data space, like a Gaia X Transex system, IDSA, and the Data EX and the Japan Mobility Database, Catenax. We have many kind of initiative for this trusted global data space, and very, very competitive layer here. Upon this, I think the many industries have a big business, cyber physical services. For Society 5.0 is the background of the Japanese situation, and like all over the world, for example, GAFA or BAT, so many big digital ITT or IT business upon this kind of the infrastructure. And in Europe, so many activities, initiatives, and also in Japan, there are so many activities for the data spaces like this. And this is the history of the data space initiative in Japan. In Japan, the data space initiative started about 10 years ago. At that time, the open data is a very important issue. So the first data space activity is the open data for public transportation. So I'm in charge of this organization. And after that, the second one is the G-Space Information Center. And this year, 2016 or 17 at the time, the Japan government have proposed Society 5.0. This is a new concept for the digitalized future society in Japan. And after that, the result of the Society 5.0, government has started the Data Space Development Project, SIP. There we have developed JADE. JADE is the name of the implementation of data spaces software in Japan. It's 5 years, and government-funded very, very big project. I am a leader of the JADE. And DTA, DPC, this is an ancestor organization, and joined 2021, and making a DSA, Data Society Alliance. And after that, in Japan, there are so many data space initiative. Kochi Prefecture, Sawachi is a data space for the fishery, data space for in the Tokyo metropolitan government, and mobility data spaces. And Cross IPF is the newest one with SoftBank Corporation for establish data space for AI agent. So we have many initiatives in Japan about the data spaces. And last month we have established a new organization, Cross IPF Consortium, jointly with government, MIC, Ministry of Information and Communication, and the Ministry of Economy and Trade and Industry, and NEC Corporation, Fujitsu Corporation, and the University of Tokyo, and the SoftBank Corporation, and the Next East Corporation, so all jointly. So we have established a new big organization. The main topic is how to integrate AI and data spaces. And these are the initiative of my organization, DSA, and the main goal is to establish data EX, and we have many members, more than 200 of company or government organization, and I'm a chair of this organization. And the ultimate goal is to build a data space called Data EX. And the Japan mobility data spaces, especially for the mobility. And this year we had an expo in Osaka. The back end of the expo, we have a data space. Really. And we have collected so many data spaces, and we have making the human flow prediction or such kind of analysis we are doing using this kind of data spaces. So the background of the Osaka Expo. And data space for the green and carbon neutral, and data space developed by local government, Tokyo metropolitan government, and also these are also developed by local government, Kochi Prefecture, data space, especially for the agriculture, especially for the greenhouse like this, and data space for fishery. So fishermen refer this kind of data spaces. And in our University of Tokyo, we have a test bed, very, very neutral test bed. We have already installed many kind of data space systems, like the FireWire test bed and IDSA test bed, and the Japanese implementation, the JADE test bed, and the NTT Docomo business, NTT Group test bed, and also the Cross IPF test bed. So we have a many collaboration with other organizations all over the world. So the second topic is the data-driven intelligence. This is also very important now. And because this is very, very important figures about the LLM. LLM consuming the very, very big data in the learning phases. And this green line is the amount of opened data dealt with LLM learning. So this line, increasing a little bit. And this blue line is the amount of the data LLM learned. So GTP3, this level, and Llama 3, and increasing. And I think after 2 or 3 years, every data in the world, open data, will be consumed by LLM. So learning competition will soon stop. So this is a very important situation. So we cannot make such bigger LLM more 2 or 3 years after. But LLM, or current artificial intelligence, learning from only general knowledges. Today, the LLM do not deal with the context data or real-time information data or dark data or specialized knowledge. For example, the market and the competitor data, human resource data, customer data, financial data, real-world context, geographical, personal, operational data. This kind of data all in the company or organization. But these are the all some kind of secrets, not so open. So LLM do not learn from this kind of data. But data space are the infrastructure for dealing with this kind of data in a trusted manner and with digital sovereignty. So now my idea is to integrate the AI agent and the data space is very, very important. Because we have no more general knowledge. So LLM needs new data. So new data is like this. And if we want to have a value in the business context, so this kind of data is most important one. So we would like to connect AI agent to data spaces. But as you know, there will be the many important problems: security, trust, privacy protection, many things. So our data system must solve this kind of problem. So using the technology and governance rules or social mechanisms. So we need to solve this kind of problem. So firstly, from the point of view of the technology, so we are proposing the new data space architecture, federated RAG. So in the traditional data spaces, the player is only a data user and a data provider. But in the era of the AI, new player is the AI agent. AI agent is one of the player of data spaces. So in this case, so many other technology is necessary, and they implement, realize the trust and the security and the ethics and data sovereignty. So I think that now AI is out of the scope of the ethics of the trust and the security, the data sovereignty. So we must realize that this kind of issue in the AI systems. So this figure, looking at these figures, we notice that AI, in the future, AI is becoming a part of the distributed system, I think. For example, in today, AI and the conventional digital system, a little bit different one and separated. And for example, these kind of AI are running in the United States, and these are for example, in Japan and Bulgaria, and in many countries, but separated. But in the future, so this AI is all integrated in this kind of conventional or distributed and federated computing system. So in this case, the new technical issue is necessary. For example, how to connect these components and how to collaborate this kind of module. So middleware is very important for AI. So from today, I think the most important research area of AI is the middleware, I think, middleware competition. several years ago, the competition, the main competition domain is how to run big data. So running competition is the main topic. But from now, the middleware development is a new competition. So we would like to have a much good middleware for AI. And data space is very one of the very important middleware for AI. So if this is the future of the AI, so AI need not know everything. So AI need not. So AI agent should be a data scientist. So data scientists need not to know what is the answer, but data science knows how to get the answer, how to solve, such kind of the way to solve. So if this is the reality, this have a reality, this kind of AI we can implement in a small manner. I think the small AI is possible, I think. So for example, the NVIDIA research group says that small language model are the future of the agentic AI. Because the agentic AI should be the data scientist. Not know what is the answer, not know the knowledge of all over the world, but this AI agent knows only how to get the answer, how to solve the answer. So it is a very realistic way of the artificial intelligence in the future. So we need not only the good model for AI, but we need a much better middleware for AI. So in the future now, so the big AI is getting data from all over the world and making big data. This is a conventional way. In this case, data monopolization and data hegemony is very important in business, the big general AI. But in the future, we think that small AI federate or distributed all over the world. So many AI federate in a manner. In this case, data space is very important technology for this federation. I think the AI federation and the data federation, the technology is almost the same, I believe. So how to connect AI and the data space is very important for the data space. And so I have many things more. And the third one is a smart city. Then we have a smart city so for the application of the AI and the data spaces, the research, the data infrastructure and the data-driven city planning, data city services, and many topics. And in Tokyo, we have a big picture of the city planning of Tokyo. Previously the plan for Tokyo, and Tokyo is a very big city. I think the world greatest city, and the population number is more than 38 million. And this is as same as the population in the population of California, almost the same. And our Tokyo is a very artificial city, developed from the 16th century. This is the first figure of the city planning, urban planning of Tokyo, about 500 years ago. This is the first figure. And after that, we have many big picture, many city planning of Tokyo or Edo area. For example, this is the famous Mr. Shinpei Goto. He designed the new Tokyo after the big earthquake in Tokyo about 100 years ago. So this is the total whole Tokyo city planning 100 years ago. So this is now so effective in the Japanese government. And the next most important issue in Tokyo is the World War II. In the World War II, the Tokyo almost burned out. After that, we need a new city plan of Tokyo. So this is a city planning of 1948, the big picture of the Tokyo. After that, in Japan, so much economical growth. And we would like to change Tokyo according to the economic growth. At that time, the Professor Tange Kenzo, he's a professor of the University of Tokyo, proposed a new big city plan, Tokyo Plan 1960. He proposed to develop this kind of very big artificial land on the sea. So this is his big picture. But all of this big picture city planning without digital technology no digital twin, no artificial intelligence and data. So in the era of data and AI, we need a new city planning with the cyber space and physical space. And now the city is both the physical city and cyber city, both city. The integration, the digital twin, is a new way for the city planning. So we are proposing this kind of new way of big picture of Tokyo metropolitan city. So we are proposing the Tokyo 24th ward or district. Because Tokyo is separated into the 23 special world, special district. So we are proposing to establish a 24th one, new one. This was the completely cyber world without land, without land, only on the internet. So this is a fully online city. So I propose this big picture in cyberspaces integrated with the physical world. They combine with the existing physical urban spaces to form a cyber physical urban environment. We are proposing this 24 words. But this is only the proposal, only the plan. And we have many researches of the urban planning in Tokyo for the public transportation like this. The red point is the real-time position of the train, and the blue one is the real-time position of the buses. So this kind of the data visualization, and this kind of data is provided to the Google Map. In Tokyo, so Google Map can show the real-time position of the bus and the trains, but by using this kind of open data. And this is, we apply our technology to the Osaka Expo, and we have analyzed the congestion of the Osaka Expo, and also we made a congestion estimation every day. And this congestion data was provided to the office of the Osaka Expo. And these are the graph of the ground truth data and estimated data of the human congestion in Osaka Expo area. And this is the simulation of the estimation of the parking occupation in Tokyo. So this kind of research is done in our research institute. And also these are the walkable city research, and this is a tool for the city planning with a transparent 3D model, physical 3D model, and overlapping the city data over this transparent 3D models. And so next one is the fourth one, the smart city. These are the all data-driven data services. We have two kinds of research: the city planning and implementing the data-driven digital services. For example, detecting the automatic detection of the frailty. This is very useful for the welfare in Japan, using the electricity data. So if we look at the electricity data in the home, we can know the activity in home. So we can find the frailty of the old elder people. And another one is solving the problem of the missed delivery through power data and AI. So we use electricity usage data in these services. And handbook, electricity digital handbook for maternal and child with the disaster response function, and IoT equipped ambulance in Yokosuka City, and smart trash bin. So these are the smart agriculture. So like this. So this is very interesting. These are the all so in the greenhouse, and the upper side is a very young age, and this is a matured one. This is a time series. So we are digitalizing these plants for every time, and we can check how this plant growing, this kind of visualization. So data is captured. So like this machine. This machine was developed by a graduate student in our laboratory. And also using this kind of data, analyzing the growth dynamically. For example, this is counting, automatically counting the number of fruits, and this picture showing the measuring the area of leaves. This kind of parameter is very, very important for the agriculture. And finally, so I would like to propose a concept of slow digital. So in Tokyo cities, so hardware infrastructure is very good. Road is very good, and water is good, and so electricity is very good. But most important problem in Tokyo is people are not so happy. So this is the most important problem. Hardware is good, but people are not happy because very busy, very busy. And for example, so I'm going to my office, the university, so home to university, about 1 hour, about 1 hour every day. So in the morning 1 hour, in the evening 1 hour, so 2 hours for the for going and going back to our office and my home. And sometimes we call Japan is a waiting city because we must wait in the restaurant, we must wait for train, we must wait for bus, we must wait for even for crossing the road. By the signaling we are waiting for. So Tokyo is a waiting city. So we have not so well-being. So we would like to solve this problem. So we have, and for the happiness, the level, we found that the level and the frequency of the happiness through small events is very greatly contribute to the well-being. So we would like to support this kind of small happiness by using digital technologies. Now, for example, this is a AR application only for finding 4 leaves clover. Only this. Very small happiness. Very small happiness. But this is very important, we are thinking. And this is a research result of the Keynote laboratory. And so this is a refrigerator. This refrigerator we cannot open. So to open, we must smile in front of this refrigerator. So for small fun. If we smile, we become happy. So why happy? Why happy? Because happy, so smiling. No. So we smile because we smile, so we become happy. So this is a research result of psychology. And also the very, very simple. We only hear the sound of very realistic sound of nature in the forest, in the center of the city, in the center of the Tokyo. This is also very, very greatly contribute to the well-being. So video this time. This is okay. This is our laboratory. So these are members. And other research is, for example, the AI-controlled smart building. So this is my building. So designed by Kengo Kuma. So very, very wooden wall. And this is our hall in our laboratory, full of wood. And now we rebuilt this building into the smart building. So this is an AI building. So this is an LLM. The LLM controlling the lighting and the air conditioner of this our building. And now, so LLM. So light switch off. By using the LLM. And if we want to know the energy, light switch on. So controlled by the LLM. And if we want to know the energy usage, so if we make a query in the LLM can measure or count the energy usage in this smart building. So the showing the result. So sorry in Japanese. This is the AI plus smart building. And smart city studies. So our concept. So Tokyo is a very, very large, and we need a digital twin. So information comes from the physical area to the cyber world. And this digital twin is a new image of new Tokyo. And using this concept and this infrastructure, we have many researchers. A little bit long. for example, so this is a scale city. This is a tool for the city planning. So the 3D transparent physical model and overlapping the city data. I think the red circle and the blue circle is the position of the railway. So this is also this kind of data. And this is, I think, the congestion of human, I think. So we can overlap this kind of information on the physical 3D spaces. And also the Tokyo, the 500 years history, so the historical data can overlap over this kind of 3D models. This is also a little bit artistic one, the digital art. And digital route optimization system. So this is an experiment in our campus and making a delivery. And the delivery route, normal delivery route is like this. So nearest is the first. But in this case, we have electricity data. We know the absence of in each home. So for example, the delivering first, second, and after that, another. So this is a graph of the existence. Existing the probability and frailty. The frailty, this is very successfully implemented, and now the Japanese big company now providing these services to the local government. This is a smart happiness finder for finding 4 leaves clover like this. And she's the Professor Anna-san there. And this AI system can find the 4 leaves using AI. New AI usage, like this, for the small happiness. And we have very, very conventional city planning tools. This is a tool for the disaster in Tokyo. And this is a score for the dangerous for the disaster. And the risk of the flooding, is displayed on the map. And this map shows a real-time video of the river, because often the river will have a flood, so we can check the real-time situation of river in Tokyo. And also these are the emergency medical support system. This is the training for the emergency. So have some big disaster and many patients here, and first triage. And this is a tool developed by our laboratory, and inputting the information of the patient. And so the color is the class of the triage, and convey the patient to the hospital. And this is a system in the ambulance. So in the ambulance, so from the ambulance, we can send the information of the patient to the hospital So these are our laboratory research. So, and we have the international collaboration like this. And this is the ecosystem of our research institute. And finally, the conclusion is, so yesterday we had a MOU with GATE Institute and the graduate school. So we would like to continue and extend this kind of research issues with collaboration with the GATE Institute. So thank you very much.
Wow. Really impressive presentation. Thank you so much. Big applause again. Please, you can stay here, because now I'm giving the opportunity to ask you a few questions. Of course, if they want, I'm sure you have many questions before we make the coffee break. So please, let's make a discussion. Yes?
Hello, I'm Nikolai. I'm doing 3D visualization, and I'm interested how cities will change with AI, but also eVTOLs. Are you planning the future mobility with flying cars, or something like that? Thank you.
Yeah, I think that now in Japan, mobility is a very serious, important problem. Yeah, automatic driving, a smart car, yeah, such kind of fine car is very, very important for the high technology. But the most important problem in Japan is the decline of the number of people. So this is the first problem. And the second problem is the safety of the road in like the big city in Tokyo. So now the Japan have a people decline. So in country area, so bus disappearing, taxi is disappearing. So how to integrate or how to share mobility services is very important point of view now. And for example, the logistics and the public transportation, how to integrate that one, or such kind of, so city planning and the mobility planning is also very important. And also for the safety of the mobility, so in Tokyo, so many deaths by the transportation accident. But in case of, I think, Europe, for example, the Germany and France, the most deaths for the drivers, the dangerous operation, dangerous driving. But in case of Japan, pedestrian, the death of the pedestrian, the number of the deaths of the pedestrian is so much. So this is so very important problem. So how to regulate the maximum speed in the narrow road, or such kind of the road planning, city planning, mobility planning is necessary. Using data, we are trying to solve this kind of problem in Japan in the mobility data spaces.
If we have more questions, okay. Please.
Thank you very much for the incredible talk. I just wanted to ask how, in your view, traditional Japanese culture impacts how you guys view AI and the uses of AI going forward?
I think this is, for example, do you know the Japanese comic animation, so Doraemon or Tetsuma Atom Astro Boy? So it's the robot, like AI. And Japanese people thinking that this kind of robot is not the enemy. So robot do not attack us. So they are the friend. So Japanese people always thinking the robot and the AI, such kind of technology is a friend. We never think it attack us. So this is the Japanese typical imagination. So for example, so Japanese people are very likes AI. And so the discussion for the risk of the AI is not so good in Japan. Everyone thinking that AI is a very, very good friend.
Thank you. If we have more questions, okay.
Thank you for the really inspiring presentation. My name is Albena Spasova and I represent EdTech Bulgaria. So my question is about education. I'm really curious to know more, how do you apply data spaces in education, and what are the outcomes that you see? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, yes, data space or data provided by data space is very useful for the education, I think. For example, in Japan, our partner in our partner we have the NHK, National Broadcast Company. The NHK is also want to provide their own video data, very big video data. For example, the 50 years ago, 60 years ago, it is very useful for the education. So they want to provide this kind of broadcast video data for the elementary school or junior high school or high school. So it is useful for. And also geographical data or statistical data. This is also very useful for the education. I think that it's a very good impact for education, the data. And also AI have, I think.
Thank you, yeah. You opened a little bit the challenge about finding new words. to imagine us. I jump into this challenge. So you invented the Urbanetics. I have an expression which is not invented by me, but it's very useful, I think, in your context. It's from Klingelmeier. It's a Dr. Klingelmeier from the Institute in Linz, from the Institute for Mechatronics. And already 10 years ago, he invented a word for the next step of a knowledge graph, right? So when we talk about data and data spaces, we're talking about a knowledge graph. And he invented that when we name the algorithm, and today it's the AI engine, a knowledge engine, then the things come together. So you have a knowledge graph, which is a data space, represented, and the engine is a knowledge engine, which is represented by the AI agent. So I think this is very, very good in your context which you presented, and I hope that you adapt it. But it's not for me, as I said, it's from Dr. Klingelmeier.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Allow me to ask you only, yes, one thing. Can you please give us an advice how we can slow the digital living because it's getting harder?
Sorry, again.
How we can slow the digital living because it's getting harder these days.
Oh, slow digital. So our concept of slow digital. So we would like to establish a technology which no contribution to GDP. This is our concept. But we always said that digital people are very busy and very business-like and very cold. but about 30 years ago, 40 years ago, so when we are the student. So this kind of technology mainly created by the hackers. So do not know about the GDP, or are not interested in the economy or business. So hacker want to do the computer or such kind of interested in only technologies. So I think the origin of the computer science or information technology is, I think, slow digital. I think the hacker is very, very slow, I think. So no interested in the GDP, economy, business, the social issues. So this is the style of the hacker. So I would like to remember the days of the hacker. So this can be we will make the people happy by using this kind of living styles, I think.
Thank you.